Now, when I was in Vienna, the only thing I ate was Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel all day.
There's
Wiener
so
Schnitzel
many good
every day.
things
Wiener
than Wiener
Schnitzel
Schnitzel.
on lock. Wiener Schnitzel all over me. It's fucking amazing.
Hi, welcome back to the castle. Today we will learn the differences between Australia and Austria. Completely different places, completely different culture and vegetation and whatever. And still, I know in Salzburg, in the airport of Salzburg, is a specific department to help people redirect them to Australia because they accidentally booked a ticket to Austria. Absolutely hilarious. But yeah, let's see what Geopold has to say about this. I'm very, very curious since I live in Austria and I only know like the base cliches things about Australia. I'm kind of curious what we can learn. So let's go. Alrighty, here's the video. Let's see.
Austria and Australia, two countries on opposite sides of the globe that somehow get confused for each other a lot. So much.
Yeah, like I said, in Salzburg, there's a specific airport office for lost people.
So that some Austrian airports are known to cater their advertisements towards tourists who intended to fly to a roasting hot Sydney and instead ended up 2 meters deep in snow in Salzburg or something. Hey, it could be worse, man. All I'm saying is that it could be.
Woman picks wrong Birmingham in holiday blunder. Oh.
A lot worse. Anyway, to settle this once and for all, today we're going to be having a battle between these two nations to see who's really worthy of the AUSTR at the start of the name. There's going to be 10 rounds. I'll be keeping the scores tallied, and that's enough waffling. The first category shootout we've got is fun. Everyone knows Aussies know how to have fucking fun. They'll take any opportunity to sink a tinny, a stubby, a pot,
but Austrians also drink a lot. Like, you have no idea. Like, in the morning, 9 a.m., I already see a group of men drinking beer together.
There's like a million Aussie words that mean beer. It is the only place on earth where it's acceptable to stop working every 20 minutes and smoke a couple durries, darts, smokes. Again, there's about a million words that mean cigarette. You want to know why? Because genetically, these guys are the select few most hardcore British people. They got banished away to a tropical paradise where they can't complain about the weather anymore. Of course they're gonna have fun, man. Now, what about Austria? Well, I have recently returned from a trip to Vienna. The city's beautiful, livable, efficient, but you know what it isn't? Fun. Everywhere closes at 10 fucking p.m.
And even earlier, like the supermarket in my village closes at 7 p.m. On Saturday at 6 p.m. because people have normal working times.
As soon as the sun takes a tiny dip past the horizon, all the convenience shops close, restaurants close, bars close, the metro close.
Because people need to rest, dude.
Closes, the trams stop running, the streets completely empty out, everyone dies, I think, because it's genuinely like a zombie apocalypse happens every night. There are 2 clubs open 2 nights a week in a city with 3 million fucking people. Oh, and you want to do anything on Sunday? Forget it. This is one of the craziest things I've ever witnessed, okay? So me and Guy...
Why is it crazy? It's the same in Germany. It's the same in Germany. It's normal. It's good to have a day off, bare minimum.
We go to this one pub open late in Vienna. It's like 30 degrees. The inside of the bar is crowded and steaming hot. So we go outside to this outdoor seating section, right? We start yapping away as you do. I swear to God, as soon as I open my mouth, this terrified looking man in a high-vis sprints across the road and hits me with the loudest shh I've ever heard in my life. Turns out past the hour of 9 p.m. in Vienna, you're not allowed to talk outside. You legally have to whisper. And this...
No, you just shouldn't scream.
This pub has a professional shusher on payroll to enforce this fucking shit. What the fuck? I think I know who's winning this one, man. I think I know. Shootout number 2, weather. Now, everyone knows Australia is just like boiling hot, right? All those darts being smoked have eroded away the ozone layer, meaning one step outside, you'll be pulverized to a crisp. I mean, unless you live in Melbourne.
Really? You're also wearing all black.
But you might be surprised to know, despite all the snowy winter wonderland stereotypes, Austria can actually get fucking blazing. When I was in Vienna,
summers do be really hot, depending on, I mean, the closer you are to a mountain, it's a little bit easier, but, or like the closer you are to a forest, basically, or like to a river that cools down. But if it's like normal, it's so normal to have pretty high temperatures in summer. For some reason, this summer was pretty cold, which is a bit sad because my tomatoes did not develop properly. But it can be really, really hot. Like last year was blasting.
Genuinely got to 37 degrees.
Yeah.
Nowhere has AC. All Viennese buildings have like 7-meter thick walls. It's insane. They are not cut out for these summer months, man. It's crazy. I honestly felt like an ant under a microscope. And now, after an entire summer of droughts and heat waves, Vienna has some of its worst storms in history.
Yeah, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem, absolutely. Same as also with Germany. It also has a lot of flooding recently, like more than usual in the last couple of years. And then winter comes.
I'm not gonna lie, Australia is gonna be taking the weather dub because, I know the Dories have burnt away the entire atmosphere. Yeah, I know you get skin cancer from...
Leopold is... Someone just put some money into his pocket from Australia.
From just thinking about the Aussie sun. But at least they got AC, which I can confirm 35-degree Vienna does not. Category number 3, food.
I mean, you can buy it if you live here. Food, okay.
Now, when I was in Vienna, the only thing I ate was Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel all day.
There's
Wiener
so
Schnitzel
many good
every day.
things.
Wiener Schnitzel on lock. Wiener Schnitzel all over me. It's fucking amazing.
It is.
Schnitzel is so good. Honestly, going to German-speaking countries and eating schnitzel
But you can also eat a lot of other different nice foods. You don't have to eat Wiener Schnitzel all day long.
In Germany, you eat doner or schnitzel. Anything else is illegal. So if you ever find yourself in a German-speaking country, make sure to get...
Why are you eating it like this? The problem is, we know that mukbangs mostly are fake nowadays. So you can definitely say that this schnitzel will be thrown away, at least half of it, which is disrespectful to the animal.
A schnitzel and/or cordon bleu, which is basically just schnitzel but with cheese. It's so amazing. Literally every single one of you need to try it. It's goated. And for like really 12, 13 euros, you get like 3 big ass pieces of schnitzel, fries or potatoes, and some salad on top of that. Like, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
The one that she was eating looked a little bit sad already.
Video is sponsored by me. Do I have any physical merch? No. Do I have any physical products to sell you? No. You know what I do have? I have a subscribe button and a like button. So I'll sell
subscribe
you
to Leopold. He's nice.
I'm down bad right now. Please like this video.
On Twitter at realwow_now. That's where the subscribe button is actually that he's talking about. You gotta go there.
Maybe you can hit my button too, but don't feel pressured.
Subscribe to Geopold. Geopold is the best guy I know.
And yes, whilst Wiener Schnitzel, it might be one of the best things that God has placed into our world, but that is the absolute extent of my Austrian culinary knowledge. I do think Australian food is a bit more varied and diverse, but the question is, can it really compete with the absolute heaven tier Wiener Schnitzel? Can it? No.
Wait,
Moving on.
That was Australian food?
Can it really compete with the absolute heaven tier Wiener Schnitzel? Can it? No.
What's this? Vegemite. B vitamins for vitality. What is that? Is that like a paste for cooking? For like soup?
No.
That's just sweet? That is also sweet?
No.
That's what is that? Pizza in a cup?
No, moving
A very sad looking sausage.
on. Shootout number 4, literally, because we're talking about war and military strength. Now, Australia declared war on
Yeah, you just sent the emus and then you're good with Australia.
a species of
We send the
bird
farmers.
and lost. So, I don't know, as far as
You just have to
strength
utilize the
goes,
emus.
also in my
Yes.
opinion they have been low-key invaded and completely taken over by a certain someone, but I'm high-key not trying to have my house missile striked by the CIA, so I'll keep my thoughts on that to myself. And for Austria, well, I think it's fair to say they've taken the L at this point. Yeah, no one's getting a point for this one, bro, I can't lie. 0-0. Category shootout
Yeah, they just sent the farmers.
number 5 is inbreeding. Now this one's an
Wait, what?
interesting one because you got to realize Austrian elites are the goats of inbreeding. The Habsburg family
Really?
ruled Austria for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's got to the point now where these guys are more famous for their genetic mutations and their love for their cousins than their actual historical importance. The infamous
I did not know that though.
Habsburg jaw needs no introduction. Not only
I
are
did
mangled
not know
strands of
that.
Habsburg DNA still circulating about all over
So first of all, this looks so highly photoshopped. And also, man, that's just not attractive. Like, what is this? You look like a shoe.
Austria.
Do you know those shoe, what is the name? Shoe bill? The really creepy bird. That's how you look like. I'm so sorry to say that. It's just too much jawline. Just don't
This
do
very,
that.
very loving family are actually still in positions of immense power in Austria. Take, for
Really?
example, the current head of the family, Karl von Habsburg. I wonder what he looks like. Oh God, Jesus.
It looks normal.
Now you might be thinking, how could Australia even come close to competing with this elite strain of world-renowned inbreeding? Well, my friends, I present to you Tasmania, the small Australia within Australia, an island which is the butt of many, many, many jokes. It's really
Really? I didn't know that Tasmania
the
has something
Alabama
like
of the
that.
southern hemisphere,
yeah,
as
it's
any mainland
Alabama.
Aussie.
Tasmania is the butt of more jokes than everywhere else. For more years than we can remember, Tasmanians have coped the jokes about inbreeding due to the state's small and isolated population.
Will tell you. However, the key factor that really sets these Tasmanian devils apart from Alabama, Austria, Norwich is that it's not just the people that are rampantly inbred here, it's also the animals. However, with that being said, like, I'm gonna have to hand the point over to Austria because come on, man, there's like potentially $3 billion being kept under the radar by Habsburg associated private bankers. I think they got a bit more prominence than Sally and Jono from fucking Wadamana. Also, fucking Freud, he was Austrian, so yeah, it's pretty undisputable, this one. Category number 6 is flags. Now, in my opinion, both these flags fucking suck. The Austrian flag would be a lot better with the eagle left in. The Australian flag would go a lot harder with the Union Jack left out. The Latvian flag clears the Austrian flag, and I don't know, the Marshall Islands clears the Australian
don't really
flag.
care
That
about the
being
flag, to be
said,
honest.
at least
How's the flag?
Australia isn't just a standard boring tricolor, evenly split, low effort flag, so it can scrape the win here. Yo, by the way, let me know if you want to see an entire video about flags. I've got some big ideas in the pipeline. Anyway, shootout number 7. Are they actually real? So some of you might know there is a weirdly big conspiracy theory that
Really? One fascinating, extraordinary belief that I have just recently come to know is the idea that the country of Australia does not exist. How? How do people even come up with that? How?
Australia
I don't even want
just
to know, I guess.
doesn't exist. And honestly, I can understand why. Mythical creatures, never seen it with my own eyes. It takes a whole ass 25 hours to fly there. Scientifically impossible. But my main evidence towards this point is, you're telling me British people went to all that effort of shipping prisoners from here to here, but they can't even be bothered to make my train depart on time?
It was different times, dude. It was different times. It was different times. They had other priorities back then that they have right now.
Something ain't adding up, man. I got my suspicions about Australia, you know. And I honestly have no suspicions about Austria. Apart from speaking German, Austrians are pretty normal. So Austria's definitely winning the reality contest. For now, at least. Number 8, famous people. So for Australia, we got Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, Hugh Jackman, Kylie Minogue, Iggy Azalea, etc., etc., you know, whatever. And then for Austria, we got Mozart, and then the best guy, and then now I'm sure there's some famous Austrian guy this list is missing out. I could have sworn,
but we don't
I swear
mention.
they're missing someone. Oh yeah, of course. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Australia clears, I think. I think they're getting this point. Number 9, Gravity. Austria won.
Why is it even a point?
1, Australia 0. All that needs to be said. And that, ladies and gentlemen, makes the score even. So it all comes down to this last category shootout. And what could possibly be a more definitive deciding factor to settle the AUSTR debate once and for all than an alcohol taste-off with my good friend Wowman.
The beer tier list.
We have such an extensive selection. Pretty much the best we could.
Okay, I don't want to sound biased, but I don't know Australian beer. I do know Tyrolean and Bavaria beer. And Bavaria is just like across the border. It's very, very close. I don't think Australia can win. But you can put your guess into the comments if you like to.
Do in the UK, right?
Cheers.
Okay, so the scores are drawn. We're at the end of this video. There's only one way I thought we could settle this debate once and for all. What a better way than by trying out a national drink of both of these countries. We'll evaluate which one's better after. Now,
I hope they bought a good brand.
That's good. Thanks.
I hope they bought a good brand.
I tried to find some Austrian beer.
What is that even? Okay, people from abroad, okay? Austria is not only Vienna. If you want good Austrian beer, try to get Tyrolean beer and not Vienna beer.
I couldn't. What we've got for now is we've got a classic Red Bull.
Yeah.
And some definitely Austrian vodka. Definitely, okay?
It has pounds on it.
Listen, man, I'm here to drink. I'm ready.
What?
What's
this concoction?
Does that smell like the Alps? The Alpine Hills?
Beautiful Alpine Hills.
Okay, Prost, my friend.
My
Prost,
guy.
Dude.
I'm flipping the table.
Okay, needs more.
This is for science, right?
Yeah.
We're not doing this for fun. We gotta find out
flipping the
who's
table. What
better
are they doing?
out of the two countries.
I thought it's a beer contest. I'm offended. What is happening?
All right, let's try that.
Prost.
That's not beer.
You know what?
You can't taste the vodka whatsoever. I'll say the flavors, it's good.
Yeah.
The experience is enjoyable.
7 out of 10. Good job, Austria.
Okay.
Now, there is one Australian beer that has a complete chokehold over the UK. You can find it in pretty much all the stores. So it was a no-brainer when I went to find some Australian alcohol. Do we have a bit of a history with this brand?
It's such a infamously bad.
Liquid EDL sweat.
At least it's bad beer, I guess.
Potentially. But I was thinking, we'll give it a second shot. Maybe we'll feel a bit differently about this. Without further ado, we got...
What is that?
Foster's, representing Australia.
I don't even know what it
Oh,
is.
Melbourne.
The music,
That's how you know
though.
it's Australian. I don't want Australians in the comments saying this is an Australian. Because there ain't no Melbourne, UK, is there?
Alright, cheers, man.
Cheers.
The music. Oh my lord.
You know...
It's a nice colored blue. The big F. If my tap water came out tasting like this, I think it was normal tap water.
I would
How
continue
can beer
brushing
be
my
so
teeth.
bad?
Just thinking, man, how'd this happen? It has the word quality on it.
Yeah, man.
That's ruined my day.
But yeah, maybe next time if you can't get like full Tyrolean beer, get at least Bavarian beer.
And I had
Because
a
it's
pretty
very
bad
close.
day.
Different country, but just across the border.
And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. It's with a heavy heart that I say these words, but the goddamn fucking Fosters is so bad. It officially eliminates all of Australia's previous points, meaning we're looking at a 5-0 win for Austria. It was a close battle, though.
At least
it was
that.
a valiant
At
fight.
least
So
that.
Australians, let me know what I got wrong, because you'll all be inevitably irate at this conclusion, I assume.
To the Sigmas of Australia, I say that this goofy air government have been capping, not just now but for a long time. A few of you may remember when they said there'll be no phantom tax under the government I lead. They're capaholics. They're also yapaholics. They yap non-stop about how their cost of living measures are changing lives for all Australians. Just put the fries in the bag, little bro. They tell us that they're locked in on improving the housing situation in this country. They must have brain rot from watching too much Kai Cenat and forgot about their plans to ban social media for kids under 14. If that becomes law, you can forgo skull emoji all about watching Duke Dennis or catching a dub with the bros on Fort. Chat, is this Prime Minister serious? Even though he's the Prime Minister of Australia, sometimes it feels like he's the CEO of Ohio.
Let me know which countries I should do this with next, and if you're interested in European countries like Austria, watch this video right here. It's extremely important that you watch this video right here now. You
Finland
need
versus
to do it,
Russia.
otherwise
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Oh my god. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had fun. I was very, very confident that Austria would win. Please, when you book tickets to Australia, make sure that you actually go to Australia and don't land in Salzburg first, because it can be pricey. You know, don't waste money to not reading properly. Don't be like me. I wish you a lovely day. Stay healthy. I see you tomorrow or maybe on stream. Bye bye.